use nice, attractive fabrics, and I like to design and make a woman feel beautiful, um, and just promote her self-esteem, and yet feel powerful. Be pretty but powerful.
Okay, okay. Now, this was your very first time in the Black Fashion Week, I take it?
Well, actually, I was in the Houston edition. So this was actually my second time, but first time in the Chicago Black Fashion Week.
Okay, so tell us what made Houston's Black Fashion Week different from Chicago's Black Fashion Week.
Well, with the Houston Fashion Week, I felt like when I looked out in the audience, like I knew some people. But in Chicago, it was like completely different faces, different, just a new set of people. But I was just pleasantly surprised. Everybody was just, very receptive, and I really, enjoyed coming to Chicago.
Okay, okay. So tell us some of the designs, even though we're live on the radio right now here on Smooth 90.5 FM. Tell us some of the designs that you had in the show, and tell us the process that it took for you to get those designs up.
Right. Like a couple of the designs I incorporated, like butterflies, and it was really a process of just a demonstration, a sense of transformation, and just a process that a butterfly goes through, where it starts out one way, and it has to go through this process to become what it's ultimately going to be, which is something beautiful that's going to fly free and high. And it really was just kind of an imagery that came into my mind like a vision. And so thankfully, since I can also sew as well, I can translate the vision that I can see in my in my mind into the actual garment. And so it's just a process of where I might sketch out the garment, and then go and I'll look for fabrics, and then usually it's almost like just matching up with what is the vision in my head, and then I construct the garment.
Okay, okay. So if a designer, there were many designers, up and coming designers at the show, if some of the designers seen your merchandise or your designs and they copied it, what would you, or how do you handle this for my younger listener audience that are into fashion design at Columbia College? So tell me, what is it that prevents you from taking further action against someone copying your designs?
Well, that does happen. That's very prevalent, in the design industry. The optimum thing is if you're able to design something and if you're able to get it to the market first, so at least you can benefit, from your actual design and inspiration. Otherwise, I know that they recently did have some additional copyright laws that protect designers. There's more detail involved with that. So that's something to research as far as, whatever type of specific copyrights or trademark based on, the specifications of your designs. But other than that, copying is something that's going to happen. So the best thing is to try to get your product to the market, as direct and fast as you can, as that you feel like it's unique, and so that you actually get to benefit, and although they say flattery is something good as well. And I think the thing that gives me a sense of peace about it is thankfully, new ideas come to me. So, if something does get copied, I'm thankful to God that He gives me new ideas. So I just keep going forward.
Okay, okay. So tell us what makes your designs different from any other designs, because believe me, we were there Saturday and all day Saturday and watched some of the fashions, and it just kind of blew our minds. So tell us, what makes you stand out from all the other fashion designers?
Well, I think that each person is designing from their own perspective. So if you give us all like the same fabric, we're going to come out with something different. Now, sometimes, people do have the same, exact idea, but everyone has lived a completely different life experience unless you're a twin. And so you're going to interpret that fabric or those colors or that designs in some different way that's going to express something unique about you as your fingerprint.
Okay, okay. All right. If you had to reverse your designs and put it in a Latino fashion week or a full figure fashion week, what would you do differently?
Well, as far as a full figure fashion week, when I design, I always try to design what's going to best flatter that person. So I'm going to be looking at proportions, and I'm not necessarily going to just make the same garment and make it larger, but I'm going to be thinking of proportions, like what is going to bring out that person, or that figure type, bring out the best in that particular figure type. I'm not just going to increase or grade up the sizes. I'm going to just translate the designs based on the proportions.
Okay.
So, and just make sure that it's going to flatter that person. And then as far as, like, if you're saying going from one culture to another, it just kind of depends, because I don't necessarily want to just mimic another culture. Usually I'm coming from some type of, inspiration. So I would have to feel some type of, inspiration in that direction if I'm going to design in a fashion week that's, just depending on some other, specific culture. Now, of course, I've been in the African Fashion Week in Houston, but I definitely feel like I had something to draw on for that. So, if that answers the question.
Yes, it does. Yes. So, all my listeners, I'm looking at the other screen, and we have Ashley from Columbia College, who is in textile designs. Her question is to you is, was there any formal training in becoming a fashion designer? And how did you get to know your fabrics so well?
Yes, I did actually have formal training. Now, of course, I feel like with me it started from being a natural and innate thing. But I did also have formal training. I learned formally how to sew, and also I did attend University of North Texas in their fashion design program, so I did learn about draping and patterns. And as far as fabric, I guess because I've been in so many different aspects in fashion, I have also worked at fabric stores before, so which is, just seems mundane. And, just little things you might do during college or whatever. So I've worked at fabric stores, so I've, had the opportunity to learn, firsthand about fabrics, and also even in college, learn more of the details about the weft and the warp or whatever. But as far as actually handling fabrics in the fabric store, you learn a lot, there's a lot of details and about like velvets and how it's has a nap, it has a direction, you have to cut it in one direction, so otherwise it looks like you have two different colors if you're cutting it one direction one way and one direction another way. And then the way silks move, and if you cut them on the bias, the way they move. So there's a lot of detail to learn, and if you're just kind of devoid of that knowledge, then you're not understanding how fabrics work and how to use them. And so I would just advise someone, to definitely spend some time in a fabric store and just, feel the hand of the fabrics and research. I mean, I've learned everything from, how the worms put out the silk, so to that level of detail.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to a commercial break. If you can hold on for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here on Smooth 90.5 FM. Give us a call, 630-215-8582. That's 630-215-8582, Smooth 90.5 FM. We are always live on the station that plays the hit, Smooth 90.5 FM. Hold on for a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. We're back. Her name is Tanya. Is it Tanya or Latanya?
Tanya.
Okay. If someone wants to get in contact with you to have something designed, what is your website? How can they get in contact with you to see more of your designs?
Okay, the website is theivorycollection.net, so it's .net, and my email where they can contact me directly with any kind of inquiries or questions or requests is Tanya, Tanya, _ the Ivory Collection at yahoo.com.
Okay. So is there anything that you want our young and up-and-coming designers across the country to know about you and your how to become a good designer?
Well, I would just, let them know, well, as far as myself, like I do have a lot of passion for it, and I feel like it's kind of just a God-given talent and direction that he's given me. And I would say, as well as using your talent, a good thing to do is get some business knowledge, which, even, I'm still learning definitely with that, because, even though you have the artistry, what'll help you actually be able to live and survive is, having some business sense. So just, even any small classes that, you can take in that direction, and then just learn as much as you can about the different aspects of fashion and design, and about fabrics and colors and like I would say, go with your inspiration as well.
What is it that you want people to really know the difference between the cultures of fashion from Houston and Chicago?
That's an interesting question.
That question came from Ashley from Detroit. And everybody's chiming in right now at the late hour on Smooth 90.5 FM, sending us their requests. And we have this wonderful designer all the way from Houston, Texas. Her name is Tanya. What's your last name again, Tanya?
Ivory Mays.
Tanya Ivory Mays. Just like Ebony and Ivory. And I've seen
like Ebony and Ivory.
I've seen her wonderful designs this past weekend, this Saturday. Did you have any, go ahead and answer that question if you can.
Let's see, the difference in fashion culture between Houston and Chicago. Wow, that's a good question. I found it to be somewhat similar, actually, which I think that's why, it was kind of surprising. I felt, actually very comfortable there because, it turned out to be, somewhat similar. And, I was expecting, because I know it's normally very cold there, I was expecting, like, big, Russian fur hats or something, but but it wasn't like that, actually quite similar to Houston, I would say.
Oh, okay. So you thought we were going to be like Russia? Oh, okay. That's why we got. That's why we got the.
Well, I heard about the windiness. And the wind did not blow while I was there.
Okay. So, if you were to participate in another fashion show, what would you have done? What would you do differently that you did for these past two shows this year?
Well, I would have more extra clothes there to sell because people, they tend to want, as I came to find out, they want to buy clothes like right then, not necessarily the exact clothes on the runway, but they're interested in you and they want, they're interested in buying clothes like right on the spot.
Okay.
So I would have more like extra clothes to sell.
Okay. So you would tell up and coming fashion designers whenever they're doing a show to bring plenty of extra clothing. Now, was any of your fashions with the young people earlier in the day on them, or it was just for the adults?
No, just the adults.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you very much. The time is 10:40. We had a late start. We apologize. We had a guest. We tried to get off the air, but you know how people do. They talk and talk and talk. But here on Smooth 90.5 FM, we are so excited. We're going to have Miss Tanya Ivory to send her bio to us. And we're going to have it posted on our website on WGSJBCRadio.com. And we will have all her information. Matter of fact, we have some of her designs. We will have posted on there indicating these were her fashion designs as well. We are so excited to have you on tonight and looking forward to talking with you more. You are more than welcome to call here on Smooth 90.5 FM. We want to thank you very much. Did you want to add anything to let the new and up and coming designers know about this industry?
Well, I just want say, again, thank you to Chicago. I enjoyed coming. I felt like I got a warm welcome, and I definitely look forward to coming, back again. I didn't get to see much of the city because I was focused in as far as the show, but I definitely would like to come back and see more. And for the up and coming designers, I would just say, learn your craft, and if you have, passion for it, believe in yourself, and try to learn the business aspect of it as well.
Well, I'm very sorry that you didn't get a chance to see our wonderful city. I'm standing live on the air personally. If you, next time you come to Chicago, we will give you a complete tour of Chicago to see the different cities and buildings and things of that nature, and we'll also take you out to dinner as well.
Oh yeah, okay. Is this recorded? I'm going with that.
This is live. This is live.
Oh, it's live.
Yes,
okay.
Right. Live on Smooth 90.5
yes, I will take the tour.
Okay. Well, you just let us know here at Smooth 90.5 when you're ready to have that tour. We'll have it all ready for you, set up.
Okay.
Well, what else do you want how is the show coordinated? Let me ask you that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's coordinated by Melody Boykin, and she is the founder of Black Fashion Week, and she does a fabulous job along with her team and with Lisa and all of the other sharp, smart ladies who coordinate this tremendous event that's very multifaceted with the different shows, and so it's definitely something great, and it's big, and it'll be across the country.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information, Tanya Ivory is here. She's more than welcome to be a part of the family anytime. And let me ask you this. As a fashion designer, do you wear your own designs or do you wear other people's designs now?
I try to wear my own, but I do a combination because even though I like to design different categories of things, from the after 5 evening wear and then some better sportswear, ready to wear. Since I don't do everything, I don't do jogging clothes, so I have to wear, other things that, kind of to round out my wardrobe. But I do, wear my own designs as well.
Okay. Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJ, BC Radio, Smooth Jazz, Gospel Jazz, Progressive Talk Radio, live tonight with Miss Tanya Ivory. We want to thank you very much, Miss Tanya, for allowing us to interview you. How's the weather out there in Houston? Don't give us a shocker now.
It's actually very nice. It's almost like springtime here, as far as the weather and the temperature.
Okay.
So it's very nice. Which is, good for the winter time, because when summer comes, it's like extremely hot, as you've probably heard.
Now, your designs that was in the show, were they for the season of summer or was it for the season of winter?
Well, actually, it was kind of transitional because I knew, that I would be showing things, in February, although, normally it would have been something for spring, but, I didn't want to just show something that was just so spring-like, and then that would seem, kind of ridiculous in the cold weather. So it's kind of transitional, meaning like between seasons.
Okay. Is there any last minute words you wanted to say to our listeners on Smooth 90.5 FM?
Just, thank you. I'm, honored that you even wanted to interview me. So thank you very much. And I hope whatever information I gave was helpful or useful. So, and just, to say hello to everyone out there.
All right. We are so excited that you are on. We have another caller. We want to thank you very much. And Miss Ashley says she's going to be contacting you real soon. Thank you very much, Miss Tanya.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You have a great evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.